Welcome to the Verdict Zone. Today, we're diving into a holiday conflict, born from a simple fact. Families are on different schedules. Imagine this: a man's siblings are in town for a very brief window, so his family decides to celebrate Christmas early. His girlfriend is away at the time, and when she finds out, her reaction is nuclear. We're talking accusations of selfishness, of lying, even of hatred. He's completely bewildered. So where is the line between reasonable family logistics and what feels like a betrayal? Did he break an unspoken rule of relationships? Or is her extreme reaction a massive red flag? Let's unpack the story. To understand her perspective, we need to look at the precedents set last year. Last Christmas was a different story entirely. He and his family were all scattered across different locations. It just wasn't possible for them to get together on the actual day. So, they improvised. They ended up celebrating with his girlfriend on New Year's Eve, blending the holidays into one big celebration. This wasn't a formal agreement, but it set a pattern in her mind. A potential, unspoken expectation was born. If there's a scheduling conflict, the celebration waits for her. Now, fast forward to this year. The reality is completely different. His siblings, who live far away, are suddenly in town. It's a rare, almost miraculous occurrence. If you look at the family calendar, there's this one, tiny, narrow window of time, where everyone is physically in the same place. It's now or never. The catch: his girlfriend is out of town for a pre-planned trip during this exact window. It's a logistical nightmare, but for his family, it's a golden opportunity they can't just miss. So, the family seizes the moment. They gather together, exchange gifts, and have their Christmas celebration. From his point of view, there's no malice, no secret plot to exclude anyone. It's purely about practicality. The family is together, the festive spirit is in the air, and they're making the most of a rare chance to be a complete unit. He participates, feeling it's a perfectly normal, happy family event. He's thinking they'll just have a second celebration with his girlfriend when she gets back, just like they did last year, in a way. And then, the explosion. He tells her about the family gathering, and her reaction is immediate and overwhelming. Her texts and calls are filled with extreme language. She accuses him of ruining Christmas. She calls him a selfish liar. She even says this proves he must hate her. The argument escalates to the point where she threatens to end the relationship over it. One of the most painful things she says is, "You never include me in anything," a statement that leaves him utterly confused and hurt. He feels like he's been blindsided by a hurricane of anger that came out of nowhere. This brings us to his bewilderment and his defense. From his perspective, he's done nothing wrong. They never sat down and made a formal agreement that all family Christmases must be delayed until she is present. There was no contract signed in blood. In his mind, they are including her. He's already planning to celebrate with her. Just like they did the previous year, they'll have their own special day on New Year's. He tries to explain that his family was only together for this one specific time, that it was a logistical necessity, not a choice to exclude her. He feels like he's being punished for simply participating in a normal family gathering that he had no logical reason to skip. So, this is the core of the conflict. On her side, she feels completely excluded, deprioritized, and even lied to, because the pattern from last year was broken without any warning. She saw that precedent as a promise, and its violation feels like a deep personal rejection. In her world, if you love someone, you wait. On his side, he feels completely trapped and unfairly attacked. He's being punished for a normal family event that happened only because of scheduling, something totally outside of his control. He feels like her reaction is wildly out of proportion to the situation. He's stuck between his family's reality and his girlfriend's feelings, and it's a no-win situation. Now, let's step back and decode this dispute. The first major issue here is the unspoken contract. Did last year's delayed celebration actually create a binding expectation? In relationships, we often create these informal rules based on past actions. She clearly thought it did. He clearly didn't. This is a classic case of an uncommunicated expectation turning into a source of major conflict. She assumed the precedent was the rule, while he saw it as a one-time solution to a one-time problem. This leads directly to the second point, a massive communication failure. Think about it. So much of this could have been avoided. Should he have called her beforehand? A simple text message saying, "Hey, my family is all here unexpectedly, so we're going to exchange gifts while you're away. I can't wait to celebrate with you as soon as you're back." Would that have solved it? Maybe. A heads-up shows consideration. It acknowledges her and gives her a chance to process the change in plans, rather than finding out after the fact. His failure to do this, however innocent, made it feel like a secret he was keeping. Next, we have to talk about proportionality. Let's assume for a moment that he was thoughtless. Does her extreme reaction using words like hatred, accusing him of being a liar, and threatening to break up actually match the offense? The jump from "you celebrated without me" to "you hate me" is a huge one. This level of reaction often suggests that the issue isn't just about the Christmas gift exchange. It points to deeper insecurities, a fear of being left out, or perhaps even control issues bubbling to the surface. Finally, this brings us to the central question of inclusion versus logistics. Is celebrating a family moment when a partner is geographically absent inherently exclusionary? Or is it just practical? Families are complicated. People have jobs, travel, and other commitments. Insisting that all group activities must wait until every single person can be present is often impossible. A healthy relationship needs to be flexible enough to navigate these logistical realities without interpreting every scheduling conflict as a personal attack. So, after looking at all the angles, it's time for the verdict. And our verdict is, he is not the a-hole. While a simple heads-up call or text would have been courteous and could have prevented this entire explosion, he didn't commit a fundamental breach of trust. Celebrating with family when they are available is a normal, understandable thing to do. It wasn't an act of malice, it was an act of logistics. Her reaction, on the other hand, jumping immediately to accusations of hatred, lies, and threatening the entire relationship over a scheduling reality is wildly disproportionate. It reveals much deeper insecurities or possibly control issues that go far beyond a missed holiday party. A partner shouldn't have to choose between their family and a logistical impossibility. And this brings us to the final moral of the story. Love should not feel like walking on eggshells around calendar dates. A healthy, strong partnership navigates logistical conflicts with communication and understanding, not with accusations and ultimatums. It's about teamwork, not tests. So what do you think? Was her reaction a giant red flag that he should pay attention to? Or was he secretly being inconsiderate and just doesn't see it? You be the judge. Let us know your verdict in the comments below. And if you want to weigh in on our next relationship crisis, make sure you subscribe to The Verdict Zone. Thanks for watching.